So have you ever had a sick kid? I mean, really sick, with a temperature and throwing up everywhere while there's a horrible rainstorm with thunder and lightning that's rattling your entire house and took your power and water out with it? Well, I have. So let me tell you, it probably was the worst parenting experience I've ever had. Not only was I worried for my child, but I was scared myself. It seemed like it was going to be a nice, normal night at home when my daughter started to become very sick. She had a very high temperature and then started throwing up. I didn't think it was going to be that bad of a night. She was getting sick about every 30 minutes to an hour. Well, I thought wrong again. A rainstorm started, which led to a thunder and lightning storm. It wasn't your normal thunder and lightning either. It was so close to my house that it was shaking my house every time that it hit. When we have storms like that at my house, we lose all power. When we lose all power, we lose water at the same time due to us being on a well. The perks of living in the middle of nowhere, right? So I have this poor kid who can't control when and where she is getting sick, and we have no water to clean anything up or herself up. I had to sit there and think, what the heck am I gonna do? Then it hit me, oh duh, you have a case of water in your truck. So I put on my boots and headed outside to my truck. Mind you, my truck is about 1,000 feet away from the house over by our horse stalls. I'm about halfway to my truck when boom. Lightning strikes down about 4 feet away from me. It hit the ground so hard, it shook the ground under my feet. I jumped about 5 feet in the air and screamed so loud, I'm pretty sure everybody in China heard me. I ran as fast as I probably could to my truck, grabbed the case of water, and ran back to the house. As a child, I was told stories about my great-grandfather being struck and killed by lightning while he was out working on his ranch. So you can only imagine what was going through my mind the rest of the night. I was very lucky, to say the least. This experience isn't as crazy as most people's stories, but it has definitely stuck with me. This really scared me. I now do not go outside during big storms unless I really, really have to. Nothing like that has happened to me since, but I'm still very careful when I go outside during rainstorms. If you have a child, you know how stressful it can be when they are sick and everything around you kind of just falls apart at the same time. That is what that night felt like to me. I hope no one has to go through any of that, but if you ever do, let me give you a little advice. Don't go out during a rainstorm. You live and you learn, right?